Okay, okay. So, if you're there, please come back. I don't know what the hell happened. Appreciate the like. Let's see. Alright, Patty, there we go. It shouldn't be on loop now. It's got me some. Can you not see me? Yay. Alright, awesome. Awesome. Okay. So, Patty knows. Vicky, I mean, it's all in the description. Today, what time is it? Sorry, it's a little bright in here. You'll leave it to me. I'm reading my watch. So, in 20 minutes, it'll be 1 year since my father took his life. And I figured, maybe he's still around. It's, a 1 year anniversary type deal. So what I did was my mom set up school, came over here, show you the man. That'll be my father there. Vietnam Marine. So I'm going to give you just a quick, little brief tour. This would be his bedroom in here. It has changed a little bit. This bed is different. But his trinkets are still around. He loved his trucks. He was a truck driver. I know, I get that a lot. And then they also say my daughter looks just like me. So I tell her, what could be worse, she could be ugly. So, it says he stole that dog from me. And, needless to say, this is just a glimpse into his life. This being his bedroom. Hey, Christian. But, so it was almost exactly 1 year ago. Around 3 a.m. would make it 1 year since he took his life. And I will show you all where that happened. And I am going to show you what I've got going on so far. I'm trying to be respectful because, hey Tez. So, mom's sleeping back there. You may hear that little satanic cat. My daughter may come in. So basically, right now, I've got my camera set up on what you see over there. It's my mess, their house is always clean. But, as you can see, I've got patties, cat bowls. There they go. So, as soon as that thing quits blinking, we're going to start this. And yes, every one of them does go off. I did double check that. I left a note. It says, Dad, if you're here, please talk into the recorder. I love you. Say my nickname if you can. And there was a particular song that he used to, I'd be in there playing the guitar and he'd come in there and make me play it. And he would sing and make up, he would make up the craziest words of this thing. So I'm going to start the recorder now. I want to double check the picture on that. So this bottle of peach crown. Thank you, Tessa. I hope he does too. There's a possibility that we could be interrupted by my daughter. She's been living here with my mom, so she could be coming in any second now. But needless to say, and if I repeat that, please forgive me. If anybody ever wonders about where all the beef jerky comes from, that bad boy right there. Yes, I am on her Wi-Fi. Okay. So, there was an American flag right there. I'm going to try and set this up as close to possible as it was. My father, there's an American flag to his back. It's now at my home. He was sitting in this chair when he decided to take his life. It was sitting right there. He had a thing about cardinals and wind chimes. I've always heard the superstitions with them, like when the wind chimes go off, it's your loved one saying hello, and then if you see a cardinal, it's your loved one stopping by. I don't know, tell me if you've heard that or not. Maybe it's just a southern thing. But here in a minute, we're gonna break out the EM 80TT, basically the Mel with a built-in rim. See if we can get that to go off. I'm gonna have to double check the footage back inside. I'm sure that's gonna get aggravating. But I guess we'll just go ahead and let me start powering stuff up and see what happens. Just so y'all can tell. No, it is flat line through here. I'll turn on the rim. And I also need y'all to be my ears for the, that may have been, tell me, was it this? Because if so, I need to silence the panel. Alright, Dad. So, if you're here, okay, just wanted to make sure. I don't want that to get aggravating. If anybody wants me to turn that down, I can. But, so, alright, Dad, like I said, if you're here, you know, this was your chair, this is where you sat, this is where you watched TV, this is where you ate, unless you were sitting in that chair. Watching the other TV. That's your bottle of Crown that I bought for you when you were supposed to come to the house and you never did. If you want it, you're gonna have to do something. You're either gonna have to talk into the recorder, you're gonna have to make one of these cat balls go off. I'll tell you what, if you can knock that one off the top, it's yours. Like I said, I am recording on the other camera. You can come over to this, touch it, make it go off. You can interfere with it. basically you can do whatever you want. What you used, now this may sound a little sadistic. You know what's underneath this? Patty knows. The object you used to take your life is right here. No pun intended. It is a trigger object. And did bring the shells as well. And let me double check my camera here, make sure the batteries aren't going dead. And you know what? Come on. And of course, you know, that's the way it always goes. It shuts off on you. You know, the only time this thing has ever shut off on me like this is when weird stuff has happened. Yeah, I was gonna say, ask Patty how ice cold that thing is. It should be recording. Yeah, it says it is, so. Got 75% battery, 21 hours, 3 minutes. Yeah, it's recording, so it might be set up on 30-minute intervals. Same one I use for Wilden Manor. Not Wilden Manor. Well, yeah, I mean, I've recorded there too. But, oh, come on, Patty, what was the name of that place we went together? I'm sorry, I'm shaking, I'm grabbing everything. Octagon Hall, was it? Sorry. As you can see, his coat's still hanging up there. So let me grab some of these objects in here. And look, I mean, as you can tell, I can bounce the table. And these cat balls don't go off. So when I go back and I review the footage, if the cat balls do go off, yeah, Octagon Hall, that's it. You know, I've debated on putting that footage out, but I just don't think there's anything that I can present to y'all that, you know, is any different than what you all have seen. Other than the static camera, of course. But hey, that was me, I think. If it wasn't, be news to me. We're gonna chill outside. Make some racket, let mom sleep. Yep, that's me. We'll zero it out in a second, I apologize. Hey. So, many a nights, many hours, my dad and I sat out here on this back deck. And we would smoke. You know, smoke and talk and just BS about life and everything else. And I was thinking about this earlier on today or yesterday, whatever day it is for you. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Oh, ADTT's going off. Quit. Probably just saw my fat ass. There we go. was a really good idea. So, several things have happened. I was thinking earlier today, because I just work right across the street, and basically I thought, it's been a year since he called me last. He would call me like 4 or 5 times a day just to see what I was doing. And, I'm trying to just kind of put myself into his mindset of nothing going on. You know what, I have another idea too. I'm going to put this trigger object in the chair. Hopefully not set off the rim. But our last conversation, the very last conversation we had, was about tires. Actual tires for my truck. My brother-in-law had given me a set of wheels that came off his truck, which we have the same truck, and needed new tires. So I was sitting there looking online, and I'm sitting there, this kind of bothered me for about a year. He knew what he was doing, because he made a lot of calls that day and that night, up until 2:30 in the morning. About 2:23 a.m., I believe, was the last time he made a phone call. And he actually called the corner. Whoa, hang on. ADTT's going off. All right, Dad. Oh, wow. If that was you, can you do that again? Can you do that again? The temperature hasn't changed, which is kind of weird. I'm trying to get as close as possible. Okay. Maybe that was a fluke. Don't know. We'll find out. One thing I learned at Octagon Hall was that was a lot easier for him to manipulate than the rim. I think so too. So, Dad, I'm just going to get right into it before we start the S-Box. If you're happy where you're at, can you go over there, touch that antenna, sit down in the chair, do something? Can you make that device go off again? Sorry. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. I don't know if you can hear that because we're next to the highway. Still 67.7 degrees. Okay, so you are happy where you're at. That was very interesting. I know you always used to poke fun at me for doing this, and then you would say, what would I do if a spirit followed me home? Well, here you are on the other side. It's been 1 year. A artificially now for a few minutes. I believe he is too. That that doesn't make sense why that's gone off twice. Um, so you're on the other side now, and you say you're happy. If you do you miss anything about being back on this side? If you do, make it go off. Give them some time to figure out how to work this. Do you miss mom? If I feel like he is sitting right here with us. Come on, don't be a dick. I know you miss mom. If you miss mom, make that go off. Holy crap. Holy crap. That just happened. Alright. So you do miss mom. Do you visit her? Yeah, I know it was a direct response. That was like, holy cow. How often do you visit? Do you visit daily? Weekly? Or are you always here? If you're always here, make it go off. You making this go off is going to answer the questions that I'm asking you. Basically, for a yes, make it go off. For a no, leave it alone. Why the hell people would be out driving this time of night, non-stop down this highway? Okay, so I don't know if y'all can see this. It's going to be kind of dark. There's a house right on the other side of that tree. About 3.5 months after Dad passed away, that gentleman, his name was Todd, he passed away. He was a really good friend of mine, and he took care of Dad. Are you with Todd? Oh, I know. Oh, whoa. That's the rim. That's the rim going off. What? That's the first time that's actually happened. So you're with Todd? Todd, if you're here, can you, I don't know, say something in the microphone? I think so too, Tez. Just in case anybody's wondering, the dog's on the other side of the fence. Their names are Shadow and Kane. They're both under a year old, and they probably bark the entire time I'm out here, and I apologize for that. So, do you miss Chloe? You know, you all had a birthday coming up. You did what you did it 3 days prior to your 45th wedding anniversary and 7 days prior to your birthday and Chloe's 18th birthday. Are you sorry for that? If you're sorry, can you make that go off? Okay, you are sorry. Something's been bothering me. About a year prior to this date, you had made a comment. Yeah, it's feeling pretty heavy out here, even with the dogs barking. That, you know, that does hurt my heart that he's sorry, but I'd rather him be happy, and he has affirmed that. But about a year prior to this date, Dad, you made a comment about doing it, and when you were in the shower, I went into your bedroom and I unloaded that, and I took all of your ammunition, and I never said anything to you about it. And then out of the blue, you asked me to load it back up for you, and at the time I didn't think anything of it. Had you gone to do this before and realized that I had unloaded it? Yes? No? I mean, if it's yes, make it go off again. Because I'm trying to figure out how you knew it was unloaded. Did you go to take it outside when you were smoking in the middle of the night and realize it was unloaded? Okay. So you took it outside to smoke and realized it was unloaded. Okay, I understand that. When you asked me to load it back that week before it happened, did you know you were going to do this when you did it? Was your mind made up? Yep, there is my answer. So your mind wasn't made up. This was just, you decided on the 31st, the day after Memorial Day, that was going to be your last day on Earth. did you decide that night? Was there something that led you to your breaking point? Let's set this back down in the tripod. And to everybody who's with me right now, I want to thank you. And to everybody who's stopped in, I want to thank you. I understand it's late. It's extremely late. But y'all being here is greatly appreciated, as most of y'all know how this all began. Try and steady this out. Here in a second, we'll start the S-Box. You still out here with me, Dad? Okay. Yep, he's still out here. Okay, cool, Tez. Yeah, it's, I don't even know what time it is. I think this is the beauty of having a black on black on black watch and you're outside. It's about 12:15ish here, probably 1:15ish patty time. Do you still struggle on the other side? I thought that meant get them to be quiet. Anybody have any questions that maybe I'm overlooking here? Yep, 12:12 Central Time. Thank you, Christian. And while I'm at this, this is going to be fun because you all can sit there and moderate the hell out of each other. So, I can see y'all deleting each other's comments now. So, I'll let this car go by. So, I mean, let's find out. Is there pain on the other side? Are you still here? Oh, absolutely. Y'all are the ones that I trust. If you're still here, make it go off. Absolutely, Christian. So, ooh, that's a good question. Do you like it on the other side better? Oh, it chirped. Do it again. Do you like it on the other side better? Yep. Hey, you hear that? Keep it going. Awesome. I don't know if y'all can see that. I've kind of got a stand here. I believe my phone is interfering with the EO. Yeah, the case will. Well, I don't know. That's weird. Sorry, what I miss here. Okay, well. Hey, Patty wants to know, and these are questions that, I'm asking them to ask. And I want to know too, is it what you expected? Is the other side what you expected? Is it better than what you expected? That's a good question. Are you with Granny Barton and Emma Nelson? Are you with all the family on the other side? Have you got to see them? How about Papa Barton? You with him? Have you seen him? Hey, David. Welcome to the way late party. Wrench away, people. Hey, happy birthday. Alright, I say we hit the spirit box up, and I'm going to bring the REM pod over here just so I can hear the REM, Mel, the whole 9 yards. I'm going to turn the camera around. Y'all can look at my ugly mug. Sorry. Alright, let me zero these out. Sorry. A bit. Knock it off. Alright. Alright, this is a better looking view here. Hey, Patty wants to know if you met her son Mike. Do you remember coming through? Uh, uh, you came through with Patty. Gary and Mike. Did you meet one, the other, both? Remember, if the answers are yes, you make it go off. Yeah, I'm sorry, Patty. This is my fault. Did you meet her son Gary? Or her husband Mike? Are you still out here? Oh, thank you, David. That's okay. This marks 1 year anniversary, so it's kind of it's a little heavy, but it's okay. Um, if you go back and rewatch, um, you'll see that some answers have come through that make me feel better about, he's happy on the other side. And we, that could be, that very well could be. I appreciate it, David. So, I'm going to need you all to listen, and I want you to tell me if it's too loud, if I need to turn it up or down, because I think the last time I did a spirit box session was in my kitchen when Patty came up, and I've yet to find that speaker, so I've got my JBL clip, and this thing, when I tested it out early, was loud. Power this on. Power on the spirit box. Let's change batteries. There we go. I'm gonna turn it down real quick because I'm trying a new on-camera or on-phone microphone. Right now it's facing away from you. So I'm going to loosen it real quick and flip it around facing towards me. If it gets too loud, just let me know. Maybe we won't hear those dogs so much either. Just blinked red at me and I don't know why. Alright. Double check. Boom. Yep. So what did we say, Patty? FM 150 reverse sweep. We'll be looking for a couple other people too, so here we go. Can you all hear that? Awesome. It's a little quiet for me. All right, Dad. It's been a year. Are you happy on the other side? I heard that too. If this will turn up some. What was my nickname, Dad? I heard that too. And I heard trying to. Why is it so low? Yeah, it sounds like. Is Todd here with us? Oh, hey. Let me turn it. Right when I said, is Todd here with us? That started going off. I don't know if you heard that. Let me get this tripod back. Wait, whoa, hey. Y'all are yakking. Oh, crap. Go back here. I love this song. Okay. Are you out here, Todd? That's cool. I've never heard that. Are you with Dad, Todd? Are you happy on the other side? Of course. Did you say stop drinking Bud Light?
Good about our. Hey.
I think I just heard. I'm kidding, yep. I was gonna say.
The season.
Hockey season.
Hey.
Pray. Did you hear that? Pray. Twice. Is there something we should be praying for? Did you meet Dad? Did you meet Gary or Mike? Oh, hold on. I don't know if you all can hear that, but it's going off.
All night.
Did you all hear that going off? Right when I asked if Dad met Gary or Mike? Did you hear that going off? I heard the name too. Okay, I'm gonna go back to it. Maybe. Work with me here. Why do I have no volume now? Interesting. Turn the speaker off for a second. Turn this off for a second. Try it again. Patty, why is it all my stuff malfunctions when stuff starts happening? Look, I'm sitting at 1.6. Now it's down to 1.4 milligauss. Now 0.6, 0.2, and it's back down to 0.0, which I find that really interesting. All that activity, and then it's kind of blanked out. So let's try and kick this thing back off again. Turn it off. Turn it on. Well, I mean, I understand that, but this is never a normal occurrence. I mean, I've had some failure with my electronics, but it's been since I investigated with you. Is that going off again? It's kind of hard to tell. Since I investigated with you, it's been like every time. All right, let's do this again.
Everybody does it. What's the problem?
Where did you die?
What do the coast? Check.
Todd would call me bro. Oh, wait, that's going off again. That's going off again. And, so if it's about the cop, the morning that I came down here, they wouldn't let me into the house. And I ended up almost getting into a physical altercation with a cop. And it was, I was going to be damned if they weren't going to let me in the house. And they wouldn't. What's funny, and at the time I thought he did it inside. Another officer stopped me from coming down to the bottom of the driveway and coming out and seeing the back deck. So he's probably telling me to apologize to him, which I probably should. Which emotions were high, and I should probably look that guy up. So, all right, we're going back to the spirit box.
Does a great job of educating our players on, how to make the money stretch and how to...
Was you telling me to apologize to the cop?
It's all about. Now, telling us.
Tell him yes. I heard that. Tell him yes. Yes, I was in shock. Okay, so by all accounts, you died instantly. Did you even hear the shot? No. You didn't even hear the shot. I've got the volume all the way up, but for some reason it's not going up. Who's the woman speaking?
As far as me, that's it.
As you can let's see. The volume is all the way up. I don't know why it's so mute. Can't help it. How many people are here with me? 7, 8? Uncle who? Yeah, it's almost like it was a countdown.
Talk to us about
Talk to us about my problems? He means it. And almost on cue, that went off again. Yeah, I heard talk to us about, and then right afterwards it said your problems, and then almost instantly the meter went off. Okay, so turn it back on. Do you want a cigarette, Dad? Turn this back on here. How many people are with me? 8. Do I know all 8 of you?
all right, you need to
I've had a cigarette. Republican. Y'all getting political over there? I heard the laughing. It was like a cackle. So, okay, I'm gonna ask something stupid. Lizard people. Are lizard people real? Or Sasquatch? I mean, I want to do what we always did, just sit out here and bullcrap about anything and everything. Is he in there? Gary. I just heard Gary. A lot of signs and things that are going on make people believe that we're living out the book of Revelations, are we? Is that why you told me to pray? Yeah, got it. Who am I talking to? Yeah, it's crazy. Yep.
There's little
Heaven.
Really? Yes, please. To be awful.
There's a little hope. I didn't hear that, but I mean, I'm trying to take everything in just as fast as you all are. Do me a favor and listen for 2 seconds while I run back inside and restart my camera. I can almost guarantee it's on the 30-minute setting. I'll be right back.
Joe Fat Styles. It's not. We can.
Wow, that's crazy. So I went back into the house, and this is going off nonstop. So what did I miss? Almost passed out. The camera was off, by the way. I've got to get back in there and change the settings later on. I mean, I'll do it. Not tonight. This was... I had thought about doing this, and I wasn't going to, and then I realized, like, if I didn't, I would regret it. So, hastily, at the last minute, I just grabbed a couple of things and came out here. He said, almost passed out. Okay. Interesting that came up. He had several times where his health was deteriorating. He would stand up, and I don't know if his blood pressure would bottom out. But he, let me put the chat off to the side here. So he always, several times he fell and would black out and fall on his face. There's actually a pretty funny story. These steps behind me that go down, they go down this way, hit a platform, and go down that way. And there's a concrete pad down at the bottom that leads you out into the backyard. And anybody else hear that weird noise? It sounded like a... Am I the only one that heard that? Yes, I'm the only one that heard that, or you heard it, Tez? I believe it was. But he always, for many years, he said that bugs were crawling on him. Okay, good. I'm not paranoid here. That was a strange noise. So he ordered this thing. It's the middle of winter. He swore up and down he was getting bit by mosquitoes. And I know we shouldn't laugh at him, but I mean, he was like a big kid. I remember one time he tried cutting his hair and he came back with a bald strip right here, and he's like, oopsie. He had to buzz his head. But anyways, in the middle of winter, he swore up and down he was getting bit by mosquitoes. Wasn't happening. I believe it had something to do with his neuropathy. And he was everything that was as seen on TV, he had to have. And there was some sort of bug, mosquito repellent, like that you would set these things up in your yard, and it was supposed to keep them away because, behind and besides, there's a lot of woods. Patty's been here. She can attest to that. Well, the product hadn't even come in, and he decided in the middle of the night that he was going to go out and figure out where to place these things. Doesn't even know how far apart he's supposed to place them, but he does anyways. Well, as he started walking up the steps, and it was probably in the high 30s, low 40s. He made it about 4 steps up. He lost his balance, fell back onto that concrete pad. Well, he ended up shattering his pelvis, his scapula. I think he broke his tibia, and he actually broke on the same side that he broke the scapula, he broke. Well, this is where it gets really. This is actually kind of funny. So he broke the ball off of whatever this bone is, the ball that goes into your shoulder blade. Well, the neighbors were leaving, and he laid out here for like 4 hours. And my mom finally woke up because he was up all hours of the night. And she let the dogs out. The dogs go past him. And he had this little weak flashlight, tried to get the neighbors' attention, but they're too far off. They couldn't see him or hear him. She comes down and is like, "Are you all right?" First words out of his mouth, "Do you have a lighter?" I mean, come on. Laying there almost upside down, and it had started to rain, which made it even worse. Luckily he had his Carhartt on, but by all estimates he was laying out here for like 3 hours before my mom found him. And he didn't give a damn about anything other than a lighter. He wanted to smoke a cigarette. So, like I said, I mean, that's some high pain tolerance right there. Don't care about anything else. Just got a lighter? Okay, awesome. All right. So I'll tell you what. It's 1 o'clock. I could tell a million stories. I'm going to do one more S-Box session, and I'm going to wrap it up for the night, if that's okay with y'all. I still got to pack up and drive home. And, hopefully, between the audio recorder in there and the camera, we caught something. If I did, I'll definitely be putting it out. Like I said, there's no reason for me to even go through Octagon Hall other than maybe the static, which I have seen a few things on the static that I need to get out there, but breaking it down like I was, I mean, it's going to be kind of a deja vu from Patty's video. But yeah, I mean, I don't feel like, other than the static cameras at Octagon Hall, there's anything new to show. But let's see if we can get them back out here and talking, and maybe get them to talk in orderly fashion, one person at a time. Okay, so I'll tell you what. Let me get that 5-minute timer, and actually I can just see it up there. We'll go ahead and crank this bad boy back on. And here we go. Okay, so whoever's out here, can you quit talking over each other? Heard something. I couldn't make it out. Okay, we got about 4 more minutes. Is there anything what you want to say, Dad?
To install it.
Alright, sorry to stop, but that's going off again. I heard that too. Yes, I heard that. Love you all too. Alright, let's go back again. To install it. That sounds about right. Do you like me communicating with you like this, Dad? It feels like it, David. Have you been to my new house? Do you like your little shrine that I made for you? What do you want me to do with the crown that I brought? Do you want to keep it?
Let's do.
Okay. You've been gone for a year today. I found that's today. Does it promise you. Does it feel like it's been a year? Is time the same?
Tired, bud.
Okay, well, I'm going to wrap this up. Do you have anything left to say? Todd's here. Yep. Todd, are you watching after Dad?
No.
I am. I'm sorry, David. Todd was my parents' next door neighbor and a good friend of mine. He passed away about 3.5 months after Todd, or after my dad.
Wait.
I miss you too. Yeah, I did think you left. Did I just say, how could you? Okay.
It's a simple like the stone.
Okay, I'm gonna. It is. It really is. I'm gonna wrap this up. All right. I love you, Dad. Heard outside. I didn't know. I miss you every day. If I do this at my house, can you communicate with me there too?
Occam's razor.
Right here. I heard talk about it too. Okay, well, I'm gonna end this. I love you, Dad. I love you, Todd. Take care, Dad. Don't let him get in any trouble. I heard I will. Did somebody say Tez? Tez says bye, spirits. I heard bye. Hey, whoever's trying to speak to Tez, we're going to do this again at a more decent hour. Can you come back? It's a female.
Regular season.
Thank you all. All right, I'm going to go ahead and end this now. I'll talk to y'all soon. Feel free to join me on the other side at my house at a more decent hour. Okay, this could have gone on forever here. It seems like right there at the end, everybody had a lot to say. I want to thank you all for being here with you. Or for being here with me. Patty, you were absolutely right. This is very therapeutic. I am glad that I came out here. And I want to thank all of y'all for being here with me once again. And, let's just try to love one another. I mean, that's all we can do. I guess kind of like what I said at his funeral, enjoy the company of the person that you're sitting next to, because you don't know when you're going to wake up and that person's no longer going to be here. Thank you all. Thank you all so much. And I'll be reviewing the other footage and the audio, and I'll keep you all up to date. And hopefully we caught more. So thank y'all so much. I hope y'all have a wonderful night or morning, and we'll get back and do this again. We'll do this again soon. Thank y'all so much. It really does mean a lot. And y'all be safe. Thank you. Good night. Good night. I love y'all too. All right, now, here's $1 million question. How do I end this thing? I think the X. We're going to try it. Good night.